Yo guys! So, nagbabalik ako ngayon dahil may topic na naman tayo about the fallacy o ito yung mga strategy kung paano parang ganun, tatalakayin natin to ngayon. So, bago ang lahat, intro muna. The first one is straw man. So, ano nga bang straw man? So, babasahin ko muna, then i-explain ko mamaya. So, straw man, you misrepresented someone argument to make it easier to attack. So, so sa isang debate kasi, ang isang tao o isang kalaban, naghanap lang yan ng butas sa mga sinasabi mo o nagkantay lang ng kahit konting pagkakamali para atakihin ka. So, for example, after Will said that we should put more money into health and education, Warren responded by saying that he was surprised that Will hates our country so much that he wants to leave independence by cutting military spending. So parang ang konting pagkakamali mo, may malaking ibig mangyari o gawin. So the next is second is loaded question. So loaded question, you ask a question that had a presumption built into it so that it could not be answered without appearing guilty. So ang loaded question, ito yung nagtatanong ka ng isang katanungan na nagkakaroon ng kaisipan upang hindi mo na ito masagot nang walang mali. For example, Grace and Helen were both romantically interested in Brad. One day with Brad sitting within earshot, Grace asked in an inquisitive tone whether Helen was still having problems with her drug habit. So syempre, mapapaisip talaga yun. Minsan, may mga tanong din na magigilty ka at parang di mo na kayang sagutin pa. So, yun yung loaded question. Then, the next is, the third is the begging the question. So, begging the question, you represent a circular argument in which the conclusion was included in the premise. So, in begging question, ito yung pagsagot o mga palagay na sinasabi na may kasamang conclusion. Kung ano ang sinabi o payag ng tao na wala nang dapat itanong pa. So, parang ganun. For example, the word of Zorbo, the great is flawless and perfect. We know this because it say, so the great and infallible book of Zorbo best and most truths. Things that are definitely true and should not be ever be questioned. So, kahit may tanong ka, kung ano yung sinabi na yun, yun na yun. Di mo na pwedeng tatanungin pa. Kasi, basta, yun na. The next is slippery slope. You said that if we allow A to happen, then Z will eventually happen too. Therefore, A should not happen. So may strategy ang ganitong uri ng pag-isip. Sa isang debate o kaaway, may mga alam tayo minsan o nalalaman sa kanila na pwedeng gamitin if gagawin niya pwedeng may mangyari sa iyo. Kung papayagan mong mangyari to, mangyayari din dapat to. For example, Colleen Closet asserts that if we allow same-sex couple to marry, then the next thing we know we'll be allowing people to marry their parents, their cars, and even monkeys. So may magiging bunga ang sasabihin mo. The next is burden of proof. So, burden of proof, you said that the burden of proof lies not with the person making the claim but with someone else to disprove. So, kapag nagpayag ka ng walang mali at walang magkitang kamalian sa iyong pagpapayag at pagmamatuwid at walang pagpapatunay na mali ang iyong sinasabi, ay ikaw ay tama sa iyong pangangatwiran. For example, Bertrand declares that a teapot is this very moment in orbit around the sun between the Earth and Mars, and that because no one can prove him wrong, his claim as therefore a valid one. So, parang ganun. Then the next is a dominant. You attack your opponent's character or personal traits in an attempt to determine their argument. So, ang ad hominem, ito yung pagtatangka. So, ang ad hominem, ito naman yung pagsasabi ng parang kahihiyan sa pagkatao o personal na ugali ng kalaban mo para masabi na ang taong ito ay may kakayang mali ang mga sinasabi niya at para mawalan siya ng tiwala sa mga tagapakinig. For example, after Sally present an eloquent and compelling case for a more equitable taxation system, some asked the audience whether we should believe anything from a woman who is not married, was once arrested, and smelled a bit weird. So, parang sinisiraan niya. So, malapit na ba? So, konti na lang. So, next is composition division. So, composition division, you assume that one part of something has to be applied to all or other parts of it, or that the whole must apply to its part. So, sa isang rason, may mga buwabalo sa isipan ng mga tagapakinig. Ito yung kapag magbigay ka ng ebidensya at inaral ang mga ito, pwedeng may mga magiging mga pangangatwiran ang lahat ng buong pahayag. Example, Daniel was a precocious child and had a liking for logic. He reasoned that atoms are invisible and that he was made of atoms and therefore invisible too. Unfortunately, despite these thinking skills, he lost the game of hide and go seek. So, mababaliwala ang lahat ng iyong sinasabi o payag kapag may pwedeng magiging connection nito sa mga sinasabi mo. Then, next is bandwagon. Bandwagon, you appeal to popularity or the fact that many people do something as an attempted form of validation. So, ang bandwagon, ito yung maglalagay ka ng maraming tao na gagawa sa iyong bagay para masabing tunay nga o parang masabing na ang mga taong ito ang magpapatunay. For example, Shamus pointed a drunken finger at Sin and asked him to explain how too many people could believe in Lecprecious it there's only a silly or superstition. Sin whatever had a few too many guidance himself and fell off his chair. So, naintindihan nyo? Yun. So, the next is black or white. Black or white. So, ito naman yung may dalawang So, black or white, you presented two alternative states as the only possibilities when in fact more possibilities exist. So, yung black or white, ito naman yung may dalawang pagpipilian ka pero no choice pa din. Mapipilitan kang piliin ng isa dahil no choice nga. Parehong may pwedeng maling kinalabasan. Example. For example, whilst rallying support for his plan to fundamentally determine citizens' rights, the Supreme Leader told the people they were either on his side or they were on the side of the enemy. So, yun. So, tara! Nasa last na tayo ito. Appeal to emotion. So, last na. Appeal to emotion. You attempted to manipulate an emotional response in place or valid of compelling argument. So, ito naman yung paggawa ng isang emotional na bagay ang pwedeng mangyari kapag ang kaaway mo ay ginawa ang isang tulad ng pag-iyak, siguro naman papanigan na siya ng mga tao. So, for example, nag-away kayo. For example, ako nung itong magbibigay ng example. For example, nag-away kayo ng kaaway mo. Tapos, umiyak siya. So, yun, parang mas parang mas kinakampihan na siya ng mga tao dahil umiiyak na siya. So, parang ganun. So, yun lamang po. Maraming salamat sa pagsubaybay hanggang sa dulo. So,